Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Naubab Stadium in Okahandja. African Stars are the home team. So, any questions about how the fixture changed from Independence Stadium to Okahandja? But it's no fault of ours. We are totally fine with playing in Okahandja to give the Okahandja spectators something to view on this Saturday afternoon. We'll shortly bring you the team lineups for both teams. It's a good day here in Okahandja. So starting lineup for African Stars, of course, Malane at right back. We have Ngero Katua, the man of the match of the previous game against Young African. Charles Mbira is back into the defensive midfield. The centre back. Maherero is the other centre back. So Vatapi Ngaruka is unavailable, not on the bench. So that is one change. Godwin Isep in the midfield alongside Stiga, our captain Ronald Kachiere. Then we have Edmund Kambanda, Rika Mujua, Marvin Kasitura, of course, the goalkeeper, and up front Ibrahim Yosef Juja and Bakonja Chahikika. So no Awilo. Awilo is not in the team lineup, but for the substitutes, Gianluca Paulus Chatindi, the goalkeeper, Roma Javera, Dion Dennis, Jomo Chiveta, Harold Gassep, Jackson Johannes, and Given Mutezu. That is the team for coach Benny Hausep. Then we will shortly bring out the team for Okahandja United. Okahandja United, a team that can never really be underestimated. This is Premiership football, and while they are in 8th, they love to make sure that their home ground is protected soundly, especially the spectators will not want any less. African Stars supporters just clapping their team on. Let's look at the starting lineup for Okahandja United. Number 27 is Usiko. Number 15 is Stanini. Number 10 is the striker Domingos. Number 22 we have Angero. Number 8 is Nande, Simon Nande. Number 18 Rukata. Number 12 the captain for Okahandja United is Stanley Stiffus. We'll call him Stanley for the majority of the game. Number 19 we have Songu. Number 24 we have Chiriange. Number 23 is Rudolf Usep, and number 1, the goalkeeper, is Harold Uriko. And that is the team for coach Jonas Ekanjo. No, apologies, that is the kit manager. Richard Garisep is the head coach of Okahandja United. So apologies as we do continue. Do have to sort out my notes, but We are live. Make sure to tell your football friends and family that yes, indeed, we are live. And I know many of you are anticipating another moment like we had against Young African. Hopefully, hopefully a 3 points, because it is now an important 3 points for Coach Benny Hausep, as the game against Okahandja, the game against Ongos FC was maybe not a must-win, as it was a fixture in between the important fixture of the Maris Cup, and of course a game after the Maris Cup, which was essentially against the same opponents, is also a good result to take a draw. But now it's about 3 points. It's about 3 points, especially knowing that a tough Mighty Gunners team is the fixture tomorrow. We are just waiting for the official time frame of 4 p.m. as the games should start on the top of the hour. So let us know in the comments, what do you believe the end result of this game will be? Who do you feel will be the scorer of any of the goals? Of course, most of you will say Ngero Katua, and there is kickoff. It's in the box already for African Stars, but cleared. And Okahandja United can start their own momentum. Here is Domingos on this left wing against Maharero. Maharero cutting in Domingos. Nande goes wide to Hangero. Nande is going to cross it in. It's an awkward angle, but not too awkward for a goalkeeper that had a very interesting save in the game against Young African in the Debmarine Premiership. Of course, he was goalkeeper of the tournament, and there is the man of the moment, Ngero Katua. But Okahandja United can start once again. It's gone. It's got into Domingos, but Hambira did well. Rika, he beat one player. He's trying to take it on his own, and it is a foul. Referee bringing it back to a foul for African Stars. He did allow advantage. But maybe a chance for African Stars to calculate something. Here's Malane. Malane himself having two very good opportunities against Young African to win the game. Outside of the right foot, he should have taken those low grass cutter shots, but he's trying to find Kambanda, and that's a goal kick. Taken short. Not a lot of football news in the world of Namibian football. So today is a pure concentration on the game. Of course, our leaders have said a few things about football, and we will get to that as the game goes on. But here's Godwin Isip, finds Rika. Rika comes back wide to Malane. And caught out there from the left back, and it's time for good tackle from Malane to just stop the number 22, Hangero. The first foul throw of the game. There always has to be one. Oh, beautiful chip there for Malani in a tight space. Oh, good 1-2 football, but Makonja couldn't chop that ball. And Ngero has just left the ball in an awkward situation. It's a shot from Domingos. It's rightfully blocked by the pairing of Hambira and Maharero. Would have been a shot on target, and Maharero does well to find Makonja. Starboy goes wide, finds Juja. Yosef looks up, finds Godwin. It's going to be tight for him because he has 5 defenders around him, and rightfully so, loses the ball. It's not his fault. Change of play from Hangero. Here's Godwin now. Good pass to Katua. Erika. Oh, that's a beautiful chip. Trying to find Bakonja. Some would have said that's a foul, but not doing the defender did. Header it back to his goalkeeper. Juja. And a few players have already been slipping on this turf. It does seem that the grass is so pristine. I can't see one spot of sand, but maybe it's so smooth that some of the players are actually slipping. Let's hope that that doesn't continue. Juja cutting in deep. He's trying to get the ball, and here he is on the ball. Oh, no look pass. Doesn't come off, but he wins it back. Bakonja, that's a foul. He's looking for an advantage. He's allowing the advantage to play. I saw that. Malane is going to find Kambanda. And just fooling its way between the legs of the left back Kambanda, who needs to get back into position. It's Hambira now doing defensive work, and that's why we love him. The brave warrior, Charles Hambira. All into the box. Malane will sort that out against Hangero. Kasetura can just take his time. A bad pass there from Maharero, but the Red Army still giving him his props, as he is a veteran in the game, and that's a hard challenge there from Stanley, the captain, which almost connected with Ngero Katua, and the referee almost gave a foul. Good work there from Stiga in that midfield. And if you know the stadium in Okahandja, you know the fans are right here by the edge of the area. So in your picture, we can see the players, we can hear them breathing. Godwin, Malane. Ngero Katua wins the ball back. Kambanda now. Godwin. It's a very congested midfield there from Okahandja United. It's very hard to maybe thread a pass through a sea of yellow. But Rika has a chance now. He's unable to trap the ball, take it under control, but Malane has time. Down the line, not too much. And Riange was able to win the foul off of the Red Army. It's the first foul of the day for African Stars. Headed on there, Maharero will do well to just drift it out wide, and it's a good ball down the line just to take away pressure. Chirange with the throw in. Malane hit it on. And goes to Charles Ambira. And it's a good choice of tactics, just some positional tactics that Coach Benny Alsep has done with the centre backs, with Rika going to Katua, Katua beating one player, giving the through ball to Godwin Isaac, and what can we say? Is that a shot on target or yeah? But as I was saying, good tactics here, just giving both centre backs a rest. In the previous game against Young African, Charles Ambira had a rest, and now Vita Pingaruka has a rest. Maharero has come into the game and has done well. In the first half of the Young African game, it was a little bit nervy, but in the second half, he stabilized. And of course, Gianluca is also another option for African Stars. Foul. And it will be taken by the left back. It's a crafty one. It's headed out from Stiga. Not the tallest man, but he did well enough. Or back into the area to the goalkeeper. And Bakonja now causing havoc there in the defense. It was a good chest control from him. Katua. Isaac. Katua. Will he win the foul? He will win the foul. Let's see how this free kick will unfold. It is Godwin Isep and I believe Bakonja Chahikika. It should favor maybe the right foot of Godwin. It will be Bakonja. It's headed out from Domingos, the number 10, and it's taken out. Hangero. Too much for Bensambo, the number 15, who has maybe changed flanks with one of his players. He was playing on the left wing, now he was playing on the right, now he's on the left. Chirange going back to his centre back. Ball given back to the Red Army with Godwin Isaac bringing it up. Soft ball to Juja. Rika maybe would have had a chance. Godwin maybe would have had a chance himself. He tried to go back and just as I say again, that midfield that just in at the top of the box is very congested. Oh, that's a beautiful ball to Kambanda. Oh, it's offside. That's a beautiful ball there from Bakonja Chaikika to find Kambanda. That pass seems to be a usual thing for those two players. We'll have to see if that continues. It looks like a very good pass. Domingos giving pressure, but easy ball there for Marvin Kasaitura. And so far, African Stars, we will try and tally how many goals conceded, but of course, Kasaitura had conceded in that Young African game. A beautiful goal, it must be said, by Ferdinand Obina. Very tricky goal to try and defend, but He has been a sound goalkeeper, Marvin Kasitura, winning, of course, goalkeeper of the tournament in the Maris Cup. Ngero is just playing with confidence so early in this game. That's a beautiful ball from Rika to find Juta, and Godwin with a beautiful shot on target. 12 minutes into this first half. The first shot on target from African Stars. Good work, good pass from Rika, good connection play, laying the ball off there from Juja, and Godwin did the good thing. Normally he would want to look for a pass, but he took the shot on. Here's Okahandja United. Kambandas did well. Godwin brings it up. Rika had to go through two players. He's successful. Round of applause there from the bench, from the dugout players, African Stars players, as Rika was able to maneuver amongst two players. Harero had an easy pass there to his midfield player, Chahikika, but went too well wide. Good work there from Bensombo. Here he is again. Bensombo. Offside. Here's Rika now. Rika Mujua looking for that through ball, but wouldn't be able to catch the feet of Juja. And the defender, Rukata, the left-sided centre-back, doing well. Here's Hangero. These players, of course, know this pitch very well, the Okahandja United players, so they heleken who the draft. Good through ball there. Hangero to Domingos. Domingos going back to Hangero. He's beyond Malane. It's a shot on goal. And that's a goal from Hang. Goals had left me. The Okahandja United supporters are still celebrating. It is offside. It was almost a beautiful 1-2 play between the number 10 Domingos and the number 22 Hangero, and it caught the right back Malane off guard. That doesn't happen very often, but a great warning sign for the Red Army to sharpen up. As I said in the beginning of the program, this is a game that they want to get all 3 points from, as a tougher game against Mighty Gunners is looming tomorrow. And while most people will say it's good to come back from behind, Coach Benny Househead would not want that from his team today. Malane with time to think. He goes to the back post. It's Godwin that puts the head on the horn, and it's over the bar. Over the bar, very desperately from Ibrahim Yosef Juja. But a good opportunity there for Malane to have time to think, to go to the back post. Of course, African Stars, not the tallest of players. Probably Rika Mujua, the tallest player in that box-to-box midfield. But he was not in the box to receive that. So perhaps back post crosses are something that Malane will try to look at. That one was there, but Juja couldn't finish. Free kick now for Okahandja United, who will be growing in confidence, knowing that at least we scratched them with that offside goal. Ben Sambo will take it. He has the flashy orange boot. Oh, it's in the middle of the box and there's 3 players there. It is a foul. It's going to be maybe a handball. As wow, Marvin Kasituda, the goalkeeper, is just telling his players, guys, 3 Okahandja United players were left open, and you can see Charles Ambira just walking quite gingerly. Of course, he will be able to continue, but we will keep an eye on that. But just another scare here for the Red Army. It's not looking good. Beautiful chest there for Juja Bakonja. Down the line for Malane. Will he go back to the back post? He was trying to find Bakonja. And Urikop, the goalkeeper, will start another attack for Okahandja. Bensambo, Domingos. Charles Mbira able to take that away. Here's Godwin now down the line. And that ball was caught out there from, I believe it was Domingos, and that's a foul of Stiga. No corners yet in this game. And I apologize for the music that is playing in the stadium. We are in the thick of things here at the Okahandja Stadium. There's a ball trying to overlap to Hangero. But Malane does well. He needs help from Bakonja. Bakonja has assisted him. Stanley. Stiga. Juja. Stiga. Good control. Back to Juja. Time to think. To the back post. Godwin is there. He will leave it for Bakonja. Good block from Nande. And that's the final third combination play that Stars are really looking for. It's coming from our crosses. Maybe the through balls and the groundwork is not good. It's not able to break the back four. Rukata. Chirange. Bensambo tried to flicker on, but Stiga caught him in action. Rika just holding the ball up, and that's a good foul there, one from Rika. The Red Army here at the stadium just asking for players to pull up their socks slightly. They need to see a clean attempt on goal. Bakoja maybe might give it, but he loses it again to Nande. Uriko had to be quick, the goalkeeper. Good defensive header there from Kambanda. Stiga takes charge. It's always lovely to see Stiga taking charge. And Juja couldn't find a pass. Maybe Godwin can have an attempt. Maybe it's just time to win a corner, and he does. Oh, he's won a. Fortunately, still a goal kick. Thank you all for joining us. 20 minutes in this first half. It's still African Stars, the home team, versus Okahandja United. Stiga with the ball. Easy pass to Rika. Konja goes back to his right back. It's an up and under. And maybe, just maybe, Juja can find the undertone, but Katua, you know what he can do. That might be a foul on Kambanda, yes, rightfully so. Katua, Maharero. Juja is really cutting deep here, Ibrahim Yusuf. Juja really wants to get into the game, and that's actually what I would prescribe to him. Don't get lost standing up front waiting for scraps. Work for the ball. Malane beats one player. And while Chirange tried to clear it, Hangero did catch it. So it's still in the hands of Okahandja United. Throw in to Stars. Rika. Katua. Finding Kambada, beautiful lofted ball there from Gero. It's back with Gero now. Oh, the 1-2 almost working. But it was lost to Nande. Now the ball has come back to the player that scored the offside goal, Hangero. Stanley, the captain. Chirange. A real matured approach here from Okahandja United, it must be said, in this first 25 minutes. They haven't been hasty, and when African Stars have had their opportunities, they didn't panic. As I said, they know this pitch, even though it's an away game for Okahandja United. But they know these grounds, they know how the ball sails across the pitch. So in this first 25 minutes, it is two teams that are equally locked horns. But still, let us know in the comment section. We are live on YouTube. Who you believe will be the hero in this game, and what you believe the final scoreline will be for what I deem to be. You will hear it in the post-match discussion. Win, lose or draw, this is a must-win for the Red Army. Two players having a collision, and the referee is deeming that to be a foul against Ngero Katua. And two Okahandja United supporters are on the floor. The medical staff will just have to look at how they are. We'll try to confirm who these two players are. It would seem to be either the number 19, Songo, and perhaps the right-sided centre-back, Usiko. So maybe time for African Stars just to refresh their game plan. But in this time, as most of you might know, that yes, my name is Emmanuel Nkara, the very biased commentator for African Stars TV. All African Stars on, normally we would be on Facebook, but predominantly on YouTube. And a very viral moment happened against Young African where Ngero Katua scored a goal. It's full emotion, while my profession, one of my professions, is a player that is playing very well. I'm glad to have given him a viral moment like that. He deserves it. Let's hope that he can give us something in this game. I think Godwin, and good tackle. Rika. Juja down the line for Godwin. I love it when Juja gets involved. Although when the crosses come in, we always talk about him being the best aerial header on the ball. He would need to be there when he's called upon. Charles Mbira not completing that pass. But Ngero does defensive work and he's cutting through the midfield so confidently. Throw into Stars. And some of the Red Army supporters just asking for the final pass. Juja finding the ball to Rika. Rika with a delicate pass to Godwin. Malane now. Rika Mujua. Tabang Malane, beautiful ball to Juja. Oh, and that's a very good defensive stop from Usiko. You have to give him an applause, but Malane with a very tricky pass trying to find Juja. I'm sure at least a great shot on target. Makonja able to cut that out. Juja. Rika not strong enough. Taken away from Ben Sambo, and he's won the foul. He's a tricky player, the number 15 with the orange boots. Ben Sambo. Interesting name. Although you might think it's Samba, but it's Sambo. And here he is, Ben Sambo. And that he found Songo. But now Usiko, the player that made that important challenge, will try to cross it in, but it's caught out from Godwin. Isaac. 1-2 with Malane. Isaac trying to find Rika. Good header out there from Usiko. He's the man for the important moment, that the central defender. Stanley. Chirange. Angero. Down the line for Ben Sambo. Can he beat two players he has so far? He finds Angero. It's testing times. It's a header from Domingos. And so far for Okahandja United, that is their first attempt off target or on target. Of course, they scored an offside goal, and they had a handball in the box, but that's their first official attempt. A header over the crossbar by the number 10, Domingos. Here's Stanley, the defensive midfield captain. So both captains, the number 12 captain, finding Pensambo, Rukata, Usikop, going to back to his savior so far, Usiko, Rika. Rika again, good turn from him. Trying to find Juja down the line, but again, washed away by a sea of yellow. Kamanda beating two players, but unable to. And that was Nande just kicking the ball into the technical team of African Stars. Almost hitting the face of Coach Andrew Tahikika, team manager. Kamanda with the cross, first time for Godwin. Blocked from Chirange, the left back. He had to cover much ground from left back to that centre back area just to stay on the toes of Godwin. Here's Juja once again. Step over. Nobody's there. Katua is going to take a shot. It's a low grass cutter. It's caught out. I encourage many shots like that from Ngero Katua. If he's able to do it, he must take it. Ambira just slowing things down. Rika Maharero. He's going to try and find Kambanda. He has. It's not offside. It shouldn't be offside, but it has been given offside. And just before, in my picture, I was looking at Maharero because he's very close to me here at the side of the pitch. I knew which type of pass he was looking for, and I looked to Kambanda, and just as the ball was hit, Kambanda was onside. But my job is not to be linesman. Foul, 4 stars. And of course, a fixture was played yesterday, an important fixture that changes the fabric of the log table as Tigers won their game 3-2. And it was a hat-trick scored by, I believe, Giovanni. I will get the actual scorer shortly. It's in my notes, but the action is still going on. Here's Rukata just to his goalkeeper. But nonetheless, it is Tigers that climb the table. But there are so many games on this Saturday. It was against Buccaneers, and of course the news has gone around the football world in Namibia that coach Quentin Jacobs has been sacked from Buccaneers. It's a team that has been up and down for many times, but here's a good run from the player. He couldn't find Domingos, but he still found the ball. And it's a shot from him, the number 23, Rudolph. The Okahandja United supporters are liking that run from him, the right back, Rudolph Ausep. He was unable to connect with Domingos. Godwin, beautiful touch there from Tahikika. And that's a bad pass. He was trying to find Katua. Rika cleans up. Malane, Godwin. Little chip there for Rika. And the Red Army does not like that. Angero. Charles Ambira under pressure. Doing well. Malane. What can you think about here? He finds Erika, short play from African Stars. It's just that final pass, that final through ball that has been eluding the Stars players. Oh, beautiful turn from Bakoja. Can he beat another player? That's a hard challenge there, Mr. Ref, from Usiko. But again, the number 27 player, Usiko, on the ball right now, has been at the right place at the right time. His anticipation, his positioning has been quite excellent. Gero with an easy through ball. The guy's in the way, but Gero gets another opportunity. Juja cuts in, taken off the ball from Nande. Bensambo beating Kambanda to the delight of the supporters here. But that ball goes out for a throw-in. And many fixtures in these 2 game weeks. It is round 14 and round 15. Round 14 Saturday, round 15 Sunday. Of course, in terms of African Stars, we do know that we will be playing Mighty Gunners here tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. in Okahandja. And for Okahandja United, they will be playing Young African tomorrow. Mighty Gunners are currently playing Young African in Khobabas. So, Young African versus Mighty Gunners, it's so important to keep an eye on that game. That game started the same time today. So let us know in the comments what the results are around the country. So by the time Sunday comes, it's almost their own goal from a deflection. The referee has given it a foul to African Stars. The 40th minute of the game, 5 minutes left with the referee's discretion. Oh, no foul given, it's actually a corner. This is in fact the first corner of the game between both teams. Interesting stat at the 40th minute. It's taken short. Shoot. That's a good shot. Wow, that's a beautiful save. The supporters here were even asking me to scream. They're even asking him to hit it. He did. It's a beautiful save. Bakonja with a flick trying to find Godwin. Godwin still has an opportunity. He puts it in the box. Kambanda is there, and that's definitely a foul on that Okahandja United player. But wow, from my angle, I'm sure in your picture as well, watching live on YouTube, you could see the shot, the birth of the shot. Gero Katua was calculated, and it was a beautiful save, it must be said. But here's Malane. He has to put it down the line. It does! And that's a goal! One nil to African Stars. A beautiful assist, a simple assist from Tabang Malane coming from right back. This is what he can do. That overlap, the overlap from Tabang Malane is one of the deadliest assets in the Debmarine Premiership. If you cannot deal with the overlap, your left back, your left wing are done. And that's exactly what he did. And as we were talking about Ibrahim Yosef Juja cutting deep, being a hurricane, getting involved into play, he must not forget about being a striker. And at that moment, at that specific moment, he did not forget about being a striker. He was in that striker position, and all he had to do was put it into the back of the net, and that was Ibrahim Yosef Juja putting his tally. In fact, that is the first goal of the season for Juja by my stat line. Kasetura has to be coming out of his box. He works well with Hambira. But yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, while Juja scored a brace in the MTC Maris Cup, a brace is obviously 2 goals, he hasn't scored in the Debmarine Premiership, so that is Ibrahim Yosef Juja opening his account. 1-2 between Godwin and Makonja, caught out from Chirange. Throw in to Okahandja United. Godwin Isip, Makonja. That's a and Tabang Malane has added to his tally of assists. That is his 4th assist in the Debmarine Premiership. So 13 games, 12 games into the season. That is Tabang Malane's 4th assist as a right back. Domingos, he's won the ball from Charles Ambira. Ben Sombo has found Nande. Nande tries to cross it back to Domingos, but it finds its way to Kasetura. I hope I have done Juja his justice on commentary as he scored the goal. Not all the goals are going to be as dramatic as Gero Katua's, and that was a very stiff challenge there from our captain. He's not going to earn the yellow card, luckily. But very wasteful by a player that has been playing well, the centre back Usiko, who just kicks it into touch. African Stars 1, Okahandja United no. Ibrahim Yosef Juja around the 41st, 42nd minute of the game, putting the Red Army ahead. An important 3 points it is, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget about that. It is a foul given against African Stars, and as additional time will be announced shortly, Ben Sambo will be able to put it in the box, and the last free kick in this position ended up as a handball, but there were 3 open players for Okahandja United. Let's see what happens now. It's an up and under, and that is half time. A good showing by both teams, it must be said. No panic in the souls of Okahandja United, but they will be disappointed as Malane was chipping away with his crosses from deep, and when he received the opportunity to go to the byline, they put the ball down the line across goal to find Ibrahim Yosef Juja, who has given and has made this halftime scoreline African Stars 1, Okahandja United no. Stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Noai Stadium in Okahandja. We have a very interesting fixture, which is now in the ascendancy to the home team. Of course, you would think that Stars are the home team, but in fact, you would think that Okahandja United are the home team, but it is a fixture that is the home fixture of African Stars against Okahandja United. They have just availed the facilities to us, and while much was said about facilities as our new leaders in the ministries, this is a football platform, so I'm not obligated to talk politics, so I will not mention any names, but a very standout individual who I believe will get the job done. Who I believe will get the job done has indicated that, yes, indeed, facilities is on the mind of the ministry. As the second half does get underway, as you can hear, the supporters calling Juja's name, Ibrahim Yosef Juja. He is the number 21 for African Stars. He has given the Red Army the lead. No substitutions for both teams. So it is the same 11. And you can see Ben Sambo, the number 15 with the orange boots, just encouraging his players as the linesmen check up on the nets, the goal nets. The referee will get the game underway at almost the top of the hour. Here comes the second half in what is a very important 3 points. No mistakes, a very important 3 points for African Stars. Here's Ben Sambo trying to get the cross in. Ambida and Stiga have done well. Ngero supporting him. And he does clear the lines with Bakonja just taking it out for a throw-in to Okahandja. And of course, number 19, Songo, just arguing with the linesman saying, that didn't go out. We are in the thick of the supporters here at the stadium in Okahandja. So I apologize already for the language, but here's Stanley, the captain, going wide to Hangero, who will be felt hard done by as he did score an offside goal. And that was the time where Okahandja United perhaps had more of the play. But they went into the halfway mark, trailing. Malane gets the ball back from that slip. It's kicked over the dugout. The game continues though. Stiga winning the ball legally. Ngero. Chase. Hard challenges there from Ngero Katua. You have to take it from him if you're going to take it from him. Here's Stiga. Ngero almost having a hard challenge himself. Rambira goes back to Kasetura quite easily. Oh, good turn there from Rika. That's what we want from him. Finding a very good pass to Katua. Going wide to Isep. He needs to beat that player. He has his left foot. It's too high. It's too high. It's an interesting position here for Coach Benny to see Godwin Isep on that left flank. Of course, a position where Awilo or Harold Gossip or indeed Paulus Aludili would have had played. Oh, Songo keeps it in for Okahandja United. He can put the ball back in the box. Maharero with a very good defensive header. Amongst two players, very good defensive positioning there from Maharero. Katua. Erika. Juja cutting deep once again. And as I said, we love it when he gets involved because he's able to read the game. He's able to read his players just like this. Just like this. Come deep, get involved, win a free kick. Those are the things that Juja has done well in this game. And when he is needed, he is able to get to the position that was required of him to give the lead to African Stars. Here he is, Juja. Oh, he mustn't lose the ball there. He's running back to help the defense, and that's a yellow card for Maharero. I think it's a harsh yellow card. I think it is a little bit of a harsh yellow card for Maharero there, as he has been very clean throughout the game. And that tackle itself wasn't too hard, but it's taken quickly. And that's a corner. So the first corner of the second half taken by Okahandja United. It's lofted over the crossbar for indeed a goal kick. Yeah. It's one of those corners that he kicks and it just stayed out. It curved over the goal line. Maharero now needs to be careful as, of course, Okahandja United, they will never stop in their pursuit to get a goal back. Juja running through two players. But as the pressure will come and there will be a period of play where Okahandja will grow in confidence, it will be important for Maharero to stay calm and commit only where necessary because he is on that yellow card. Here is Rukata finding Chirange. Rukata, his ball cut out by the captain. Stiga. Oh, beautiful turn there, Makota. He's going to take a shot and it's just wide. I might have thought that it would have been more of a vicious shot because he was on his left foot. Bakonja Chahikika. Good run from Stiga down the line. He alluded to retiring, but to see him running down the line like that, it's a sight to see. Ben Sambo. Bad pass. Malane gets it now. Trying to find Juja. Header away from Usiko. Nande. Chirange. And as the day does continue, let us know where you are watching from. Okahandja, make sure you can still catch this second half, or make sure you tune in tomorrow. African Stars against Mighty Gunners, 4 p.m. If you are in the Okahandja area. That's definitely a foul there on Gero from Ben Sambo. But as I said, many fixtures throughout this day. Kukatops versus Blue Boys, Komas Nampo versus KK Palace. But a very important one, Young African versus Mighty Gunners. Those two teams are in the top 6. So inform each other in the comments. Kamanda, down the line. That's onside, that's offside. It's unfortunately offside there on Juja. Bukata found Songo with the awkward header, but it's still with Okahandja United. Rudolph, Nande goes wide. That's onside for those players there, but Malane does the job. Good work there between him and Bakonja. Bakonja could have gone wide, but it still finds Malane, and that's a foul, and that's a yellow card. And yes, indeed, because he chopped the Achilles, maybe even both Achilles tendons of Tabang Malane, and that's the yellow card to the left back, Chirange. So 2 yellow cards in this game, 1 for Stars and 1 for Okahandja United. Ball taken off of Malane. Counter-attack here for Okahandja United. The referee will allow an advantage because Songo is on this right flank. He's going to take a shot himself. It's a good save. It was going out. It's going to be a corner. The referee is going to bring it back. He probably is going to allow the corner to be taken. But the referee is talking to Stanley, the captain, who I believe was that player who was impeded in the build-up for that opportunity. And now the referee is still having words with the player Tirange, who had been yellow carded already. So that's a double warning on the number 24, the left back. He needs to calm down. Corner comes in. Header there from Okahandja United player, but it's good defensive work. Juja changes play. Katua. Oh, good motion. But Kambada couldn't keep it in. It's unfortunate as Katua did very good work in that midfield. Charles Ambira put under pressure. Here's Domingos, Malane. But Domingos can still put it into the back post. It's offside. Luckily offside, as you could just feel that Okahandja United was smelling blood at that moment. There are 4 substitutions being prepared for Coach Benny. You can just see it in your picture there as the ball is on that side of the pitch. We can't say how many of those substitutions will enter the game, but Dion Dennis is the tallest one there. Harold Gassep also warming up. Jean-Luca as well. Bakonja in the midfield, loses out to Usiko. Then Sambo couldn't have that flick on, and Godwin couldn't have that flick on. But Stiga cleans up. Good play. Mahariro changes play. Juja, beautiful control there from Ibrahim Yosef Juja to find Godwin. He's onside. What can he do with his left foot? He puts it in the box, but there's no one there. Ngero, I know what he was trying to do there. Oh, that's a junkie. That's a bad one. That's a bad one, sir. Juja. Godwin. Katua as the Okahandja United supporters, and we can see Ben Sambo just telling his supporters that I am here. If you want Samba football, I am here. Oh, beautiful pass there from Charles Mbira to find Juja. The back line has fallen asleep. Juja, he's had so much time. He had so much time to think about what he was going to do as the back line of Okahandja United fell asleep there. But just once again, sorry Ngero, you got a bad junkie. Here is Ngero Katua. Mahariro. Bakonja. He's going to cut infield. Ngero maybe has a chance on goal. Yes! It's a shot on goal. Comfortably saved from Urikop. Chirange finds Ben Sambo. Ben Sambo finds Domingos. And that's offside, in fact. Wow. So far, 15 minutes into the second half, so it is the 60th minute of the game. You wouldn't say that either team have had fair opportunities in the second half, but the most important stat of the game is in your top left corner of your screen. African Stars 1, Okahandja United 0. A goal by this man. Oh, he's offside. I must say. And that's a yellow card to Ibrahim Yosef Juja, who just kicked the ball away and needlessly earning himself a yellow card. So that's 2 yellow cards for African Stars, 1 for Okahandja United. Juja is not an aggressive, rough tackler of the ball, so I'm sure he'll be fine to see out this game without earning a red card. It's just Mahariro, the centre back, that we worry about. Malane with the throw in. Rika, Godwin. So an interesting stat line, Okahandja United have not beaten African Stars in 2 seasons. You literally have to go back to last season, of course, a 3-2 victory to Stars. And the season before that, African Stars winning 3-1 and 2-0. So in Okahandja United's history, modern history, I would say, no victories. There's one draw that they had in a season, I believe the season before 2019 when football stopped. Mahariro just needs to be careful there. But So far in the past 2 seasons, Okahandja has not taken all 3 points. Juja just trying to capitalize on that ball from Charles Mbida, but here's Nande Songo. Looks very familiar to Sadio Mane, even has the haircut. Songo. Tatua. Juja, onside this time. What can he do? He's going to cut in. He does. He's looking for support. Makonja is here. He's going to take a snapshot, but blocked into the very sensitive area of the player. And when I say sensitive, you know what I mean, gentlemen. Hey, and there's cheers just there from the Okahandja United supporters, seeing the medical assistant having her 100-meter sprint to assist the player down. So, if we look at the log table, it's a log table that is ever changing. Of course, Tigers came into the fray and got their 3 points against Buccaneers to put themselves at third place behind Young African and in front of Thomas Nampol. So Thomas Nampol, who are playing their game currently against KK Palace, they need to understand that, hey, places it was a beautiful save, it must be said, from Kurikop, the goalkeeper. And I apologize that as we are in the thick of things here in the stadium with the both supporters, as that shot, as Rika Mujua did beautifully to just chip it over to find Bakonja. Bakonja hit it first time. For somebody that's a left-footed player, I would have thought that he would have caught it more cleaner, but it was just enough height on the ball for Urikop to touch it over the crossbar. Bad corner there, but Malane can bring it back into the box. Kambanda! Oh, you are offside. referee just having words with, I believe, Juja, saying descent as Okahandja United start threading some combinations. It's down the line for Chirange. He's onside. He brings it into the box for Domingos. Domingos chests it down. And that's an attempt. That was no fouls, no offside. Just a shot off target, luckily, for the Red Army. As they switched off there just slightly. But not being punished for it. Substitution, it will be Songo, the right winger, number 19, coming off for number 21. And that is the number 21 player, Shaverwa. In fact, there will be two substitutions. So Songo for Shaverwa and another player who we will confirm now. It is the captain, Stanley, the number 12, that has vacated himself as well. And the other player entering the game is the number 6, Andre Jose. Here's Andre Jose. Godwin down the line. That's a tough challenge there from Rukata, but Godwin still won that ball. Rika with a miscontrol, and Bakonja has been tackled off the ball. And this is quite interesting. We would not want to see him go off due to injury, but this does not look good for Bakonja Chahikika. I did not see it, so I would not know the severity of this challenge, but it's not looking good for Star Boy. One more time, sorry. Huh? One more time. Shaverwa. I don't know, but the way you move things, it's a bit different. Yeah. I wrote it wrong. Maybe I just wrong. Yeah, but supposed to be an idea. Yeah, this is an R. As we see just now, Bakonja Chahikika is allowed to, in his own power, walk off the pitch. If Coach Benny Housep has substitutions ready, knowing that it is a double header, maybe this would be a good time to look at the star players and prepare substitutions. Godwin back to Rika. There's good combination play between the two. Rika just couldn't catch it. And here comes Okahandja United. Charles Mbida just flicking it on to Kambanda. Down the line, Juja, come on, beat him for pace. Beat him for pace. Juja cuts back in. Katua, what can Katua do? He's going to find Rika. He's going to go on his own. He's going to go on his own. Ngero Katua finds Juja. We wanted him to go on his own. Beautiful play there from the midfielder, Maharero. Oh, that's a bad pass there for Maharero, but Malane remedied that hospital pass. Bakonja, who is just re-entering the game, just kicks it back to Urikop. That's a bad header from Kambada. He needs to get to his goalkeeper, because Domingos was putting pressure. Here's Rika. Time to think. Down the line. Chahikika. He cuts in with that left foot. He's going to take a shot. It goes out for a throw-in. It's not very often that you see professional players kick it out for a throw-in. So make sure you send that highlight to Bakonja. I'm sure he will love it. Here's Rukata. Chirange back to Rukata. Kata trying to find Shivera, and his header finds Lukaku. Charles Mbira. It's a more calm approach here for African Stars. I wouldn't say it's the closing stages of the game, but class and calm heads will be called to just confirm these very important 3 points. That ball goes over the top for Domingos. The goalkeeper needs to come out, and wow, even though Domingos got a foot onto it, Marvin Lukaku Kasetura was able to put safe hands on that, and he was arguing with his defenders there. And maybe these are the moments where Okahandja United will be growing in confidence. Kambanda with that header. A tackle on Godwin. Andre Yosef. Rudolph. Bensambo. Here's Nande now. Growing in confidence is Okahandja United. Hengero, who was very involved in the first half, he's been very quiet in the second. The left winger, he cuts in now. Here's Nande, who has taken the armband, captain's armband from Stanley. Chirange, he will put it in. It's to the back post. Godwin with some defensive work, very well from the left winger, but he's still in trouble. Oh, that's a beautiful junkie on Kambanda. We wouldn't want to see that again. Juja now. Juja has to go alone. He's up against Oriko, and that's a yellow card. That's definitely a foul to African Stars, but that was a meaty. That challenge was full of meat. Full of meat. And that has to be a yellow card, Mr. Ref, as that challenge was a very tough challenge from the number 27. Usiko, the right man at the right place, or the right man at the right time in the first half. But what he did there was chop the legs of Ibrahim Yosef Juja. And as I said, with this double header, it is time for Coach Benny Hausep to perhaps make substitutions. And yes, indeed, I can see 2 substitutions being prepared. It is Harold Gassep coming on for Godwin Isep, and it will be Ibrahim Yosef Juja coming off for Jomo Shiveta. So Bakonja will continue in this game. And that should be a foul. I mean, the referee needs to stop this and understand that there needs to be a foul given. No, nothing else. So Ibrahim Yosef Juja is still walking. He is walking in his own power as the game continues. Kambanda playing with Gassep, but Gassep's taken off the ball. Charles Mbira needs to be smart. Throw in to Okahandja United. So as Ibrahim Yosef Juja opens his account, it is still his goal that separates the 2 teams. African Stars 1, Okahandja United 0. Harold Gassep and Jomo Chiveta have entered the game. Jomo will flank on the right wing, and the naturally left-footed Harold Gassep will be on this left side. Oh, Rika did well there to keep it as a throw-in and not a goal kick. To keep pressure on the Okahandja United supporters there. Wow, it's given as a offside, in fact. But here's Rika again. He comes into the fray, into the box for Bakonja. Bakonja just smiling there just a little bit. Good header there from Kambanda. That's a foul from Gassep. It's a bad one. He didn't need to commit it. These are the moments where Okahandja United would be very devastating for the Red Army. Kasetura with the punch. Jomo. Both teams just playing a little bit of tennis, not putting the ball in their control. And that's another offside against Bakonja. 5 offside calls in this second half alone for African Stars against Okahandja's 2. Malani with that header. Then Sambo trying to beat his opposite number. He does. Chirange puts it in the box. Those crosses from Chirange are very underrated from that left back position. Domingos beats another player. He goes wide to Hangero, and Charles Mbira did very well to just put a sliding challenge. And if we're talking about a player that is always at the right place at the right time, it is the brave warrior Charles Mbira. And it was a handball, but a good play from Domingos. He put the ball down, and those 3 players are really growing in confidence, along with the midfielder Ben Sambo. Thank you all for tuning in, of course, for what is the second half of the season for African Stars. There's one game that had been postponed, and it is against Tigers. So Tigers FC is still a team that we will play twice. This is the first game against Okahandja United. So we will be back in Okahandja for the away game. But as Kambanda just beats the player, Katua now can run with it. He's doing well. He goes down the line for Bakonja. But as you can hear, the Red Army supporters just very much disappointed, as that looked like a very good opportunity for Stars to maybe get that all-important second goal. On my clock, it's about 6 minutes to the 45 minutes. Domingos with that header. It's gone to the back post for Chaverwa, but he couldn't keep it in. So on my timeline, it's about 10 minutes left in this game, along with the referee's discretion. It's not an understatement. This is a very important 3 points for African Stars. We should be defensively sound, and we should hunt for that second goal. Jomo loses the ball to Nande in that midfield, a congested midfield. Chiveta back to Andre Jose, and that's a second junkie from this player. He gave one to Kambanda, now he gave one to Rika. Rika had to commit the foul. Chirange, that left back, always putting in those balls and it's causing problems. Jose with the header on. Charles Mbida with the sliding challenge. Bakonja with the turn. That's a foul and that's a yellow card. And that's a yellow card, yes indeed. So 2 yellow cards now for both teams. I believe Usiko, the player that was just yellow carded now, should have received a yellow card a while ago, but he receives one now. The referee needs to look at his 4th official as a substitute is being made. Tabang Malane has been substituted for Juan-Luca. Juan-Luca is a natural right back, so he will slot in quite comfortably, replacing Tabang Malane, who gave the assist to Ibrahim Yosef Juja for the only goal of the game. Stiga. Maharero finding Bakonja. He can work now with Jomo Shiveta. Jomo cuts in. He loses the ball very tamely. Maybe he should have gone to the byline at least to maybe win a corner or something. Charles Mbira, there's some pressure there. And he does the correct thing just by booting it for touch. Andre Jose, who has given 2 African Stars players 2 junkies, has won a foul and has given Jomo Chiveta a yellow card. So that's 3 yellow cards now for the Red Army. It's not an aggressive stat line. There haven't been challenges like in the 2 previous games against Young African. But 3 yellow cards nonetheless for the Red Army. Free kick comes in. It might be dangerous. Hey! Kasetura does well. That's onside from Bakonja. He needs to beat the captain, Nande. He's going to go wide for Gassep. And Gassep couldn't win anything from that lung-busting run. The defender, Chirange, did well. Testing times now. Coach Benny is standing on the dugout, from his dugout, just commanding his players to finish the game. On my clock, it's about 2 minutes to the 45th minute or the 90th minute. Here's Nande, the captain now for Okahandja. Oh! Usiko just slipping a bit. Stiga will cut that out. Chiverwa. Good defensive work there from Jomo. Rudolph, the right back, looking for support. He found it in. That's a beautiful tackle. That's a beautiful tackle. That should be a beautiful tackle. It was tough, I know. It was a hard tackle. It was a hard tackle for Ngero Katua. He's earning his yellow card. He's telling the player, and this is interesting, Ben Sambo gave a junkie to Ngero Katua earlier on in the game. And maybe this is Ngero Katua's message to stand up. We want to play football. We want to be tough. So take a challenge like that. And of course, we are not promoting violence or malice of the palace challenges. But we know Ngero Katua for a man that if you do not come with your sword, you will fall on your sword. So while he received a junkie for all of the spectators to laugh at him, Gero Katua gets his check back from Ben Sambo. But it's still a very interesting. Oh, the fourth official, the medical assistant is just walking past us here. But here comes the free kick. It's gone to the back post. It's a header from Domingos, and it's over the crossbar clearly. In fact, if we're looking at a stat line, African Stars players have suffered 3 junkies throughout this game. It's not a stat line that us as commentators usually keep, but I love football that much that I always keep an eye out for those types of things. Closing stages of this game, the fourth official just needs to tell us how much additional time it will be added to this important 3 points. Marvin Kasetura must not play around at the back there. He does find Stiga. We cannot concede at this point in time. But here is Stiga. Taken off the ball from Hangero. And that's a foul given against African Stars. They need to stop committing these fouls because the ball will come in from these free kicks and it will make the game very nervy in these last seconds. Tense moments. Chirange, the left back, will take it with his right foot. Oh, that's a header on from Rudolph, but it's out for a goal kick. And I can see the fourth official bringing out his board. It does look like 5 minutes will be how much time will be added on to this game. There have been a few injuries, and the lovely medical staff have entered the game a few times. It is a foul. African Stars really committing a handful of fouls in the second half. Here's Nande going wide for Andre Jose. Caught out from Kambanda. Kambanda did well. Katua, he's being pressured and he's taken off the ball, and that's a free kick, and that's Guillermo Katua. Receiving some boos from the Okahandja United fans, but they know who he is. They know who he is. They know what he can do. Sometimes boos are a sign of respect and jealousy. Maharero. Good game from him. Good pass from him. Finding Gianluca. Good turn from Gianluca. He puts it into the box. There's nobody there. Urikop had to come in as Joma actually came around the back post, and good defensive work from Katua, who receives a round of applause from the Red Army right next to me. I mean, how many man of the matches should he win? He's done well in this game as well. What can we say? Chivera finding Jose. Ben Sambo fouled by his opposite number, Rika. And these are the moments now. It's about maybe 4 minutes to the end of this game. Makonja, Maharero with that header. It's gone to the back post. It's over the crossbar. And you can see Marvin Kasetura talking to Jomo Chiveta, arguing with him to be more open, to be more available. always good to see your goalkeeper involved in every touch of the game. Aye, that ball hit our supporter here in the face. And we might not get that ball back. I can just alert the officials that that ball might not be returned, but we'll see how that goes. Bakonja, back to Kambanda. Handball, it should be given as handball, but play on. Kasetura calmly gives the ball to Maharero. Seconds left in this game. A good result for Coach Benny Hausen. Stiga. Oh, that's beautiful work there from Captain. Our Captain. Let him go. Go with the ball. Go with the ball, Stiga. Take a shot. Cleared. Headed on there from Bakonja. Caught out from Usiko. Usiko clears the ball. And Kambanda does well against pressure. Rika losing it in that midfield. Then Sambo going to Chirange. Hangero is fouled. Last chance of a free kick for Okahandja United. This might be it. This might be it. And Okahandja United have actually made a substitution. It's gone to the back post. It's brought back into the center. It's a beautiful ball from Charles Ambira. The referee says there's nothing. And one last chance. Maybe one of the best chances of the second half for Okahandja. And wow, what a moment that would have been for the team in yellow to equalize at the death. The substitution that had been made is the number 2, Kahira, that has come on for Rudolph. So it is the right back. Another ball that Charles Ambira has to deal with. He's done well again. The brave warrior, Nande. Here's the substitute. Beautiful, beautiful hands from Marvin Kasetura Lukaku. The referee has his whistle in his mouth, and that is full time. Yes, indeed. We said it when the game started that this was a very important 3 points in a double header, an Okahandja double header for the Red Army. They have won the 3 points to a sole goal from Ibrahim Yosef Juja, who has opened his account for the season. My name is Emmanuel Nkara. Thank you for joining in. Stay tuned, of course, for tomorrow's game against Mighty Gunners, same time, 4 p.m. But in this game, it has ended. African Stars 1, Okahandja United 0. See you tomorrow.